Hi, hello, this is Anup here, and in this video, we are going to see what are the new features of SCCM 1910 production version. Or I don't know whether I should call it SCCM or Microsoft Endpoint Manager, Configuration Manager, or MECM, right? So, anyways, this is 1910 production version of SCCM or MECM. Let's see, I can see the updates in my console or not. So it says it is downloading 1910 version of SCCM. Okay, I will go through the upgrade process. As you know, process is the most boring part, which I don't want to cover much in the video. I will come back once this is downloaded and installed and upgraded to 1910. See you in a bit. Okay, we are back and 1910 is downloaded now. Let's install and see good news for some of you. Okay, I have seen many questions about MBAM 1906 upgrade video or feature update walkthrough. So 1910 production version will have BitLocker Management, that is MBAM integration into it. I'm going to enable that, right? And going through all these steps. Let's continue after some time once the infra is upgraded to 1910. So the installation is completed. So let's see. Installation got completed. Now let's check the status, what it says. So it says we need to upgrade the console, right? Let's upgrade the console first. So we have upgraded to 1910. And what you can see, the brand name change, right? What is that? Microsoft Endpoint Configuration Manager, right? That is no, that is MECM. Okay, that's different. I thought it would be MECM, but it is MECM. Okay, that's cute name. It's better than MEMCM, I would say. Let's check this start menu. What has changed over there? So it says Microsoft Endpoint Manager, and inside that you can see Configuration Manager. That's nice, right? So there is a little bit confusion over there. Microsoft Endpoint Manager, Configuration Manager console, and in the console it's Microsoft Endpoint Configuration Manager. This is little bit confusing for me at least. That's fine. Anyways, I would love to call it as SCCM, but that that doesn't make much sense because it's not part of System Center. It's not System Center Configuration Manager. Instead, it is Microsoft Endpoint Manager Configuration Manager or Microsoft Endpoint Configuration Manager. Microsoft Endpoint Configuration Manager makes more sense to me, but it's my opinion. So if I go to updates and servicing, you would be able to see Configuration Manager 1910 got installed, and you can see the console and client version. Console version you have already seen it, anyways I will show it to you again. So this is the console version. It's 5191010671300, and the site version is 5089131000. Okay, that's cool. Let's see the features, right? As I mentioned, there would be one feature that is BitLocker Management. So BitLocker Management, this is not a pre-release feature, it's a full-fledged feature now, right? There are 6 pre-release features at the moment. That is user discovery is pre-release feature, mobile application for co-management that is pre-release, task sequence debugger is pre-release feature, synchronized connection collection synchronized collection membership that is pre-release feature, application group is still a pre-release feature, server group is still a pre-release feature. I hope server group or orchestration group will be full-fledged in the next versions of SCCM. So there should be two components in that, right? Orchestration. One is from a server side, server orchestration perspective, and the other one should be from a client side, SCCM client side. So we will see more those features coming in the next production versions of SCCM. If you're thinking about tenant attach feature or cloud console, that option is not available in this 1910 version. That will be in the next version of production version of SCCM. Okay, so that would be, I don't know, 2002 Microsoft Endpoint Configuration Manager. MECM, SCCM MECM. So what I was trying to say is tenant attach feature is not there in 1910, so the cloud console and those things will be coming in the later versions of SCCM, I feel. Let's check some of the features which most of the SCCM folks are waiting. One is BitLocker Management, right? So BitLocker Management is available in 1910 version, and you can create BitLocker Management related policies over here, right? From endpoint protection. Okay, so these are the configurations, basic configurations available over here. So you have all these options to create BitLocker management or MBAM policies from here. So setup policies we have already seen. Operating system drive policies enable. These are the policies allowed, right? TPM only, TPM and PIN. Client management, that is enabled. Recovery password and key package options, couple of recovery options are available here. Orchestration groups are not available in assets and complaints, so that didn't make to 1910 production version. It was available in 1907, I think, if I'm not wrong, the technical preview version. So that didn't make to 1910. Probably it will be available in the later versions, production versions of SCCM or MECM. Let's check the client settings enhancements if there is any or not, right? This is bits settings, client cache settings, policy, client policy, cloud services, delivery optimization. Okay, so delivery optimization has two settings. Now enable device managed by configuration manager to use Microsoft Connected Cache. This is the on-prem delivery optimization kind of service provided by Microsoft, which is introduced in Ignite, and this is the client policy for that, right? Let's see the server side policy in a server side configuration in a bit. Okay, when we go to DP configuration, we will see the server side configuration for this settings, Microsoft connected cache. Okay, so that's new. Endpoint protection, this is almost dead. Enrollment, that's fine. Hardware inventory, metered connection, power management, this I don't see anything new over here. Remote tools, Software sender, it's fine. Customization options are almost same, I feel, or I don't know whether I can create some GIF files. I can't see that over here, the supported files, but you might need to test this whether it's available or not, GIF files, but I can't see it over here. Okay, software sender, software deployment, software inventory, metering. I don't know who is using metering nowadays. Anyways, state messages, state messaging, user affinity, Windows Analytics, right? Windows Analytics. Okay, now let's see the distribution point properties, right? And in that properties, probably you would be able to see the cloud connected cache server. You can enable your distribution point as cloud connected cache server. This is available in 1910 production version. That's a pretty nice news, good news. Okay, apart from that, almost everything is same. There's not much changes. So let's see, going back to two things, right? One is I want to go to the properties and check is there any change over there in 1910 version. I don't see any changes over here. Use encryption okay, deployment verification, okay, that's cool. So if I go to hierarchy setting over here, let's see what is there. Is there any changes? Script, okay, this is script, authors require additional. Okay, so I don't see anything here. Client upgrade options, it's okay, I feel. Let's see the components and software update point, right? That's the one which helps some of us, like third-party updates. Okay, that's okay. Products, that's fine. So let's go back to management insights now. Management insights, I don't see much of a changes in management insights. Collection with same re-evaluation start time. Okay, I can go through all these things, but I don't know whether there is, I cannot identify at the moment whether there is any changes. I cannot identify any significant changes or new additions, enhancements in this. Probably I'm wrong, but let me know in the comment section if you see something new in 1910. Let's go to software library and check what are the improvements over there, right? Or enhancements over there with 1910 version. Application groups, right? Application groups, test app groups. I think there are a couple of enhancements over there. One is um, users can uninstall the app group in software center. So that's one improvement or enhancement, and you can deploy application groups to users as well. Earlier it was only possible to deploy to devices, I feel. So now they have added option to deploy application groups to users in 1910 version. That's nice. Alright, let's see software updates, third party software updates. What are the enhancements in 1910 version, right? First of all, there is no additional partner catalog or new partner catalog available as out of box. There are only three partner catalogs. Those are like Dell, HP, and Lenovo. Okay, but I think with 1910 version, we can configure synchronization schedule for each catalog independently. Okay, when using catalog, that includes categorized updates. So that categorized updates comes with version 3 of software update catalog, right? Third party software update catalog. If your vendor is using version 3 catalog, then you will get this feature, right? Once you enter the support URL over here, it will analyze the URL and the cap files which they provide, right? I know the Patch My PC provides a version 3 catalogs, and in that you will get categorized option. You can configure synchronization to include only specific categories of the update. This will help to avoid synchronizing entire catalog, right? So that was one of the concern raised by many of you in the previous versions of SCCM. So SCCM team worked on that and improved that. Okay, so that's cool. All right, let's go to task sequence enhancements, right? First thing is probably there are some search improvements. Let's see disk 1. If I say disk 1, what are the options available in the search, right? And there are a lot of improvements in the search as per Microsoft documentation. And the other thing is, if you have a condition in the task sequence over here, it's similar to like this. You can copy this condition, right? And you can paste it somewhere in the task if you want, right? So I'm going to it over here, right? So I copied the condition from the other task and paste it here, right? So that's pretty cool stuff. It seems Task Sequence Engine can now download packages on demand from internet, on demand from a content enabled CMG or cloud distribution point, right? So that on demand feature of content download is available for CMG. Probably that would be helpful for you in place upgrade kind of scenarios, IPU scenarios, IPU task sequence scenarios, isn't it? Let me know what you think about that in the comment section. Another improvement which I have seen is basically related to task sequence debug, right? Use the new task sequence variable TS debug on error to automatically start the debugger when the task sequence returns an error. That's pretty nice improvement. So you need to try and test it out. I would highly recommend trying this out. Alright, let's see what are the improvements in client diagnostic actions, right? Or is that a new feature? Let's check this out. If I right click on a collection, device collection, and go to client diagnostics, you can see a new option over here. If I right click on a device collection, right? And that is client diagnostics. In that client diagnostics, you can enable the verbose login and disable the verbose login from these right click options. That is pretty amazing, right? I can't find any other enhancements or improvements in the right click options. If you find something, please let me know in the comment section. Alright, there's an interesting option over here in the console connections. If you see the console connections, what are the active console users within your SCCM infra or hierarchy? And you can enable or you can start team chat from this connection console connections node. That's pretty much interesting, right? How useful it would be, I don't know. I don't recommend you to install Teams on your servers. I don't know whether that is possible or not. But this is mainly useful for the remote SCCM consoles, right? When you are accessing remote consoles from Windows 10 devices. If your console is published in Citrix, I don't know how useful this option would be, but in a particular scenario, like if you are having a Windows 10 device and you have installed SCCM console in that device, and you have Teams installed on your device, Windows 10 device, then you can utilize this option. I'm running a console from my site server, so I don't have Teams installed on that server, so that's fine. This is very interesting option available here. Alright, hope this video was useful. If you like the video, please click on like button. If you don't like the video, please click on thumbs down button. Thank you for watching. See you next time.